2, 1, 2. Microphone check. You are now tuned into the network. The network. The network. The YouTube channel that takes complex networking topics, dumbs it down in more simple language, and never has a light on when he's ready to stream. There you go. Today, I got my personal information showing y'all. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and delete this shit. This is the topology we're gonna be working with today. Yep, more static routes.
No, God!
We were doing this till our face turned blue, right? That's the network we're gonna be working with right there. I haven't done this lab, right? So we're just gonna kind of go through it. Y'all can do it along with me. So I'm gonna teach what I know, but I'm gonna do it along with y'all. So let's see here. If you're tuned in for the first time, hit me that like button. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I typically stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lately, I've been streaming damn near every day, except for last week. And what I try to do is, do these labs that I'll be finding online, and from the CCNP lab manual, CCNA lab manual, I'll bring it back to the basics and do some basic stuff. I guess you could say static routes is a basic form of routing, right? However, with this, we're going to do some more IPv6. As y'all can see, these little IPv6 addresses right here. I'll be giving us headaches. We'll give it a couple more minutes to tune in, for you guys to tune in. I need to make sure that I'm actually logged into my terminal server here. That's what I need to do. Let me see here. Give me a second here. I need to pull out a NIC, USB to NIC card right here, so that way we could get into my terminal server. We got shit unplugging over here. Since there's so much equipment, man. Can't wait till I move and I get more desk space. What was I gonna do with this? I need to make sure. I need to turn that off. Let me go ahead and disconnect that. I see why that's happening though. That's the damn because I got a local. I got my terminal server plugging in, but yet I'm VPN to another network. What was I gonna do here? Let's make sure that bloop. Let's make sure that we are tuned in to. Where's my terminal server? Terminal server. Yeah, I'll give you a second here. Anyway, I hope you guys are gonna be labbing with me. You could launch GNS3 or EvenG or Packet Tracer. Just kind of cable everything up just like this right here. I gave it to you guys in the Discord server ahead of time, so y'all can kind of catch up. I think I already got it cabled up from a couple days ago, but I got to double check that. I just need to make sure I can get into my terminal server right now. And am I in? Yes, I'm in. And here we go right here. And as y'all can see, it's my home lab. I think I did when I went on Instagram Live. I kind of showed y'all my rack, but maybe I'll do like an actual video and put it on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I got 2 ASA firewalls. I got 6 routers. Yes, believe it or not, 6. Actually, I've got more than that. I've got a couple in my closet over here. I had got them dumb cheap, man, on OfferUp and eBay and stuff like that. I got 4 3750 switches, and then my terminal server is actually a 2821 router, and that's what I use to console in all these other guys, and I don't have to take this console cable and move it over, right? So I believe this has 3 routers, right? Let's see if we are in them. Yep, there's router 1. Bloop. There's router 2 if he wakes up, and here's router 3. Right, there he is right there. Do I have a PC connected to it? Nope, just we got router 1, router 2, and router 3. Let me just triple check back there to see if that's how I got it cabled up, because I did it a couple days ago. I can't remember. I got my router. Let's see. Yeah, I think everything correct. I think everything is correct. Router 1 to router 3 has a serial cable. And then there's another serial cable going from router 1. So there's 2 serial cables going from router 1 to router 3. And I believe they are all cabled up. Yeah, so, and there go the serial cables. I just double checked those guys right over there. and I trust myself with the other ones. So these guys over here, we got some loopbacks we're going to create, and we're probably going to do a static route, like say this router right here. He know about this network, he know about this network and that network, right? But he don't know about this network over here. Why? Because he's not directly connected to it, right? That's how a static route gets you over there. Let's make this a little bit thicker, just like I like my ladies. Let's what else we need to do here? Microphone check. I guess we can start off. Let's give it a couple more minutes for some people to tune in and stuff, and then we'll get started. In today's news, researchers find backdoor lurking in WordPress plugin used by schools. Another vulnerability. That's why I keep telling y'all, cybersecurity, cybersecurity, cybersecurity. I want to get into more, dealing with firewalls. That's why I got 2, ASA firewalls. I want to learn the basics of them, object groups and all that stuff, man. Access control lists. I want to get deeper into security and stuff. Then I want to start dealing with FTD firewalls and doing more stuff with ICE, that kind of thing. So I've been getting a little interest in security. If you use School Management Pro, it's time you check your site stat. Emergency. I don't know if I let y'all read this to y'all or talked about this in my channel just yet, but researchers said on Friday that they found a malicious backdoor in a WordPress plugin that gave attackers full control of websites that use the package, which is marketed to schools. Of course, right? How many times have these schools? We just talked about maybe 3 weeks ago? 3 years ago. I had one, but you got to be quick with it, man.
3 days later.
Oh no.
3,000 years later.
A school shut down because of a ransomware attack, right? It's called, I think, Lincoln College or something like that. It's like somewhere in the Midwest, I believe Chicago or something like that. They've been a school for like 156 years or something like that in business, and they finally shut down because of a ransomware attack. They just couldn't recover, and then on top of that, COVID happened, and they were shut down for a while, and 156 years later, they had to close their doors. The premium version of School Management, a plugin schools use to operate, I hope Lincoln School or college didn't use this, a plugin schools use to operate and manage their websites, has contained a backdoor since at least version 8.9. Researchers at website security service Jetpack said in a blog post, without ruling out that it had been present in earlier versions. This page from a third-party site shows that version 8.9 was released last August. Obvious backdoor. Jetpack said it discovered a backdoor after support team members at WordPress.com reported finding heavily obfuscated code on several sites that use School Management Pro. After de-obfuscating it, say that word 5 times in a row, right? They added a D in front of it. They realized that the code stashed in the license checking part of the plugin was intentionally placed there with the goal of giving outsiders the ability to take control over sites. The code itself isn't all that interesting. It's an obvious backdoor injected into license checking code of the plugin. And y'all know all these companies are coming up with these subscription-based software. You download this shit, and then you got to pay a subscription to just keep it up. You don't have to just keep updating it, but you just pay this subscription, and then your application would just have to check in with their servers, and it's just causing these backdoors, just like this right here. It's an obvious backdoor injected into license checking code of the plugin. The Jetpack post said it allows any attacker to execute arbitrary PHP code on the site with the plugin installed. And it just goes on and on about the code. They show you how they done it. I'm not really a coding fanatic, so if y'all want to know about this shit right here, I'll give y'all the article. I'm not gonna read the whole thing to y'all. I'm not really a coding gives me headaches, man. I'm not a software engineer. I'm a network engineer, and I don't even consider myself that. Let me share that with you guys, and then we'll jump right into the lab here. Where the damn chat at? Where that at, man? Oh, I got so many damn windows, man. Give me a second. Oh, it was next to the live right there. But yeah, that's the article on the whatchamacallit. The backdoor they found in the WordPress plugin that schools used. It's called School Management Pro or some shit like that. And my mouse is unplugged. What's going on here, man?
No, God!
We'll go ahead and get started. The purpose of this lab, obviously, is for investigating static routes. We're going to do IPv4 and IPv6 just like we did with Package Tracer, but now I'm using actual hardware. So if you want to follow along, you can't just download an application. You'll have to you can't download the software, the activity, you'll have to actually cable it up like I did, or use GNS3 or Packet Tracer or even G or whatever you use. So they talk about the several static routes that we're available to use. Remember we talked about in the last video, floating static routes, which is kind of like a backup route. Then you have directly connected, so we can have this route right here. So like say from router 1's perspective, right? He could use this as his next hop to get to this network over there, because it's not directly attached like this one is, or these are. Those are directly attached to him, right? What else we got? Floating static routes, directly static routes. And then they talk about recursive static routes in this, I believe, too, where it has to like look up something. It has to look up the address twice. I keep forgetting what those are, so that's why I try to go over and over this stuff, so this stuff kind of sticks with me. You should fully understand the implications of each type of static route on the routing table and overall routing scheme of the network. In this lab, you'll configure several different types of static routes, blah, 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 IPv4, IPv6. Then they talk about the equipment we're going to use, 3 routers, 1 PC, the console cables, etc., etc., etc. Cable it up like everything in the software there. And you know what? I think I have to do the basic, whatchamacallit, settings for this router, for these routers. I don't think I did that. Let's see. Let's check router 1 real quick. That's router 3. Let's go to router 1. Show IP interface brief. Let's just double check what he's got. Let's see. He's got 2 serial interfaces. They're in the 10.1 network. One, of course, is down. I believe that was supposed to be up. I'll double check. I'll have to double check that one. 10.1.3.129. Let's see. Yeah, there's 10. That's the 10.1.3 network. Yes, dot 129 right there. The other one should be dot 130 rather. So let's go to router 3 and double check that. Show IP interface brief. Yeah, so I came prepared. Look at that. Look at me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's 130.
Yes, sir.
However, I see this guy's down, so this might be a cabling issue here. We'll have to double check that. Let me go back there and take a look at the at that cable right there. That's down. So let me go back there and check. If y'all want, y'all can just move right along and go past me, right? Let's see which cable is down. I see it right now. There's no link light activity. Y'all let me know if y'all see a syslog message to let us know that the cable is up, all right? It's possible that, let's see here. Sometimes, ooh, I think I see what, nope, that ain't it. Let's see. It's possible that either the cabling is plugged in wrong, or one side is, let's see. All right, give me a second. And I believe one of these cables don't work now that I think about it. Ooh, I just saw a light. Let's see here. Let's see. Come on, buddy. Just saw a light. Come on, man. We might have to skip that cable right there. If this guy don't, there he goes. He looked like he just came up. Y'all see it come up? But that's on router 3. I see it come up. I see it up on router 3, but I don't see it on router 1. That's rather interesting. Let's see. Let's see. I see it. Oh, there it goes. Right there. It came up. There it goes. Perfect. Show IP interface brief. Now it's up. Y'all see that? Good to go. So it was a cabling issue. See, layer 1, basic stuff, man. We got Dave W in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. And it just went down. So, I believe somewhere on router 1, because I didn't see the light on router 1 right over there. This guy right over here. Let's see what's going on with him. Let's take a look at his configuration here. Show run. So we're already running into some troubleshooting here. Serial 0/1/0, which is fine because we we running into troubleshooting stuff that we got to do at work anyway, you know, so it is all good. But let's see here. Y'all know, I think it might be something with that interface card, because I got a card that I popped in there and I don't know if it worked or not. So we see that it worked on router 3 though. That's a good sign right there. We saw that. I saw a light. I saw a link light on router 3, but I don't see a link light on router 1. So y'all give me a second. I think we're good on router 1, so I'm gonna tighten that up. Might need my screwdriver. Give me a second. Tighten that up. Tighten up, tighten up. The cable's tightening. Alright, so let's take a look at the cabling on router 1. Alright, so it just came down on over there, but it just now I still don't see a link light on router 1. It's coming up on router 1, but I don't see, I mean, it's coming up on router 3, but I don't see the link light coming up on router, what is this, router 1. So it's going to go back down again. I know y'all probably see that syslog message about it coming up and stuff. So what I'm going to do is coming back down. Y'all going to see it go down? I'm flipping it over, because sometimes the cable got to be upright too. So that ain't work. I'm going to flip it back again. Boop. That's right. So it might be the card. Here's what I'm going to do. It might be the card. Let's see. Who am I going to switch that with? Because I don't see it coming up. I might reboot router 1. If that don't work, I'm going to swap out the serial cable. So looks like we're investigating some layer 1 stuff, which is fine too. Let's see. I'm going to reboot router 1. And while that is rebooting, we'll see if that works, right? So y'all see it coming up and down, right? That's what these syslog messages. We got WowQ in the building, or Walk. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. He said, yo, love the sound effects, cuz. Hey, appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. There's another sound effect for you right there. And there's a network for you. Dave W said, it hopefully isn't a bad cable. I don't know about the being of the cable, because I barely use those. They're brand new. I got them from eBay. Let's go ahead and reboot router 1 though. I'm gonna reboot router 1 because I think I didn't see the link light. I saw the link light on the serial cable for router 3. Router 1, look, y'all see it on, there's no kind of syslog messages or anything over here. He's not getting anything. So let me take a look at his interface. One side's supposed to be doing the clocking. Let's look at the running config for that guy right there, serial 010. So show run interface serial 0/1/0. Which is fine. Why are they both clocking? I don't understand that. That's not a good... One side is supposed to be doing the clocking. Let's see. What cable has... One of them has to be removed. You can't do that. That ain't right. Y'all see that? See, router 1, his serial 00 also says clocking. And his says he's clocking as well. That ain't right. But that's what they had in, let me see what router 3 had. Let me see, router 3. What interface is that? The serial interface? Yep. I believe that is the issue. It is probably not a, let's see. Serial 010. Yeah, there's no clocking there. So let me do this. We need to remove that clocking command. I believe that is the problem. I'm going to remove it from router, you know what it is? Here's a good experience too. Even though y'all probably not going to run into serial cabling issues at work. Remember we said one side is going to be doing the clocking. And that's the DCE side. Right? I'm having issues between router 1 and router 1 and router 3. Right? The other side is the DTE side, data terminal equipment, right? One side is doing the clocking, and it should be the guy that's doing the DCE, but you have to look at the cable to see which one says it's the clocking. It is just simulating the wide area network. It don't work that way in the real world. So let me look at the cable and see which side is supposed to be. Let's see. What side? I'm gonna unplug it, yo, real quick. Y'all see that message go up? The DTE side is on router 1. So that means on router, I need to remove the clock rate command on router 1. I believe that's what I gotta do. That don't work, I'm gonna reboot it. If that don't work, we're gonna swap this cable. This is where the serial interface, the serial cable goes into. It goes into this cable, this port right here. First you put that in the empty port. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But that is what the interface card looks like for a serial cable, right? Back when I was studying for this shit earlier, they didn't show us none of that stuff. But no, I don't think it's a bad cabling issue. It's either this clocking issue, or let's go to router 1 and remove it. It's either the clocking issue, because I don't see that in the initial config. So let's go to global config mode and go to interface serial 0/1/0. We're doing all this troubleshooting before we even start the damn lab. Remove that. Bloop. Let's bounce it real quick. Bounce that ass. And look at there. It came up. And it's going to go back down, obviously, because we just shut it. I mean, we just shut it down. Let's bring it back up. And let's see. It looks like that might have been the issue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
There's a light over
sir.
here. Yeah, it looks like it's up now. So let's show IP interface. Oops. IP interface brief. So yeah, even though we had some troubleshooting that week, there you go, it went back down. So I don't think that was the issue either. I didn't see the lighting come up either though. Did I? Let me see. Yeah, the lighting is up. What the hell's going on here? Router 1 does have lighting. A link light. That is rather interesting. Take a look at it again. Yeah, he's up down again. So I might have to skip that because I don't want to be troubleshooting this whole damn video here. Let's see here. Came back down though. That's interesting. That is rather interesting. Let's take a look at this guy. So he's obviously gonna be up, but he's still got the. Let's see. Yeah, last time we was down. So now we're running into it's a layer 2 issue, so it's not physical. He can obviously, let's see if he can even ping the other side, which is what, 129, 10 dot. Basically, what I'm gonna do is have this guy get rid of all this shit over here. Where we at? This guy, I'm gonna ping him over there, right? But I'm gonna do it on this cable. That's the one we're having the issue with. That cable right there. He's got 129, so 10, 1, 3, 129. 10, 1, 3.129. That's interesting. It might be cabling, but I saw link light this time. We got rid of that. Clocking. I don't want to just reboot it. Why? Does anybody know why it might have came down though? Let's see. Show clock. No. What's the What's the damn command? Controllers. Show controllers. Serial 0/1/0. Does he see the cable? He's clocking. So that is fine. We do that same command on the other side. Router 1. Show controllers, right? Paste. Enter. He is not clocking. He should be the receipt. Clocks stopped. That is rather interesting. I've never seen that before. Let's Google that real quick. That's fine. We doing some troubleshooting. That's some good experience for us as well. At least for me it is. Clocks stopped. Let's see what that is saying there. Serial link trouble, but the DTE side says clock stopped. Then maybe I can pinpoint. So right now I'm just trying to Google that error and see what's going on here, right? And there's nothing wrong with Googling, y'all. You'll find yourself, because you're not going to remember all this shit. You're going to find yourself Googling a lot at work as a network engineer and stuff. I just want to verify. Let's see. It says up, down, clock rate. And I'm just looking, can you show us verify the status, encapsulation of the interfaces? Try another serial cable. I reversed the cable. Took out the WIT card. It didn't change anything. Yeah, that's what he did. He took out the WIT card just like I did right now. Hi, about your outputs. Show inventory. I pinged the loopbacks and they were okay. Ran the debug. Tried to ping with a different source. No luck with that. Unfortunately, is the fact that the serial was attempting to restart and turn off or on the problem. I think there is no configuration issue. Maybe there's an incompatibility with hardware of one of your routers. So that is possibly the issue there. It could be that. I don't know. But that is the issue. There's we'll just probably have to forget about this interface for now. That one right there. We're just gonna have to forget about that. Because I think what they was gonna have us do is investigate floating static routes with that. We're just gonna have to forget about it, man. So I don't think it's a cabling issue, and I don't want to sit here 2 hours on the stream investigating a cabling issue. So fuck that, man. Let's get started with the static routes. First thing they wanted us to do was on router 1, create a static route for the 192.168.2.0 network. Where's that at? 192.168.2.0 network. I hope that's not the damn where the cable was. Let's see. That is up here. It is basically the loopback. So this guy right over here, loop. He needs a way to get back here. This loopback, this network right here, 2.0 network. Using the G00 as the exiting interface. So basically they're saying create a static route, but use this as the exiting interface, not the next hop. Remember the last couple video streams, we were doing static routes using the next hop as the way to get there. Now we're just going to use the exiting interface, or sometimes they call it the egress interface, right? How do we do that? First, the damn router need to wake up. Come on, man.
No,
Let me get rid of this shit right here. Come on, man. Jesus. Let's close all of that. We go to global config mode. We say IP routes, and then to get me to the address or the network right over here. This is from router 1's vantage point, right? Oops. Bloop. This is from router 1's vantage point. How do I get to this network over here? It says to get to the 192.168.2.0, 192.168.2.0 subnet mask /27, which is 255 well, we know 28 is 240, 27 is 224. 224. Take the next hop. Well, we're not doing the next hop. He says use the exiting interface. What's the exiting interface? Gig 000. I don't have gigabit interfaces. I'm too cheap, so I have a fast Ethernet interface. FAST0/0. Right? Let me double check that though. Let me do this before I do all of that. Let's do this. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it, and then we're gonna take a look at my interfaces because I can't remember what the IP address would look like. Actually, let's just scroll up and take a look. Bloop. Where's he at? Take the exiting interface of the 1020 network. FA00, 1012 network. So the FA00 interface. Yes. So I was correct in saying that. Y'all see that? Yes, FA00. Take that as the next, as the exiting interface. That's what he says there. And then what they wanted us to do when we do that is to examine the output of the static routes that we have there. So we press enter. How we do that? We've been doing that all week, right? The past 2 weeks, I believe. Show IP route static. That filters your routing table to whatchamacallit? Static routes. That's not up, so this could be a also a layer 1 issue. Let's see. Show IP interface brief. What happened to FA00 interface? He is also down, so that looks like a cabling issue. See, the router, even though we created this static route, let me show y'all what happens there. And this is why it's good to use physical equipment too, because you're running this shit like this. We have a static route they created, right? I go to my router table and it's like gateway's not set. Where the hell is it? It's not gonna show up until this is up. So that looks like it's also a cabling issue. Let me take a look at that. This is why you want to use GNS3, even G, etc., etc., etc. Let's see what's going on here. Well, it's plugged up over here. I need to take a look at router 2. FA00. What's up, FA00? All right, it's up, down, over here. So let's take a look at the other side. Oh, it just came up. No, that was the serial interface that came up. That's weird. That might be cabling 2 though. So let's take a look at router 2's interface. His fast Ethernet. Show IP interface brief. He should be connected to the one that is up down, which is this one over here. FA00. So let's take a look. Show run interface FA0/0. We might not do this whole stream over here. Oh, you know what? This might have been. Oh, that was from a last lab. That's why I created. I was doing some stuff with whatchamacallit, firewall stuff. Why is that guy not up? Let's see. Duplex and speed is auto. Why is he up down? Now I'm running all these freaking layer 1 issues, man. Let's see here. Why is he up down? Let me triple check that again. The cable was over there. And what happened to him? Is he back up? He's up. That might have been, you know what? I don't think it was so I'll be in the brief over here again. Alright, so now that serial interface is up. It might have just been, hopefully it stays up this time. Definitely a cabling issue. Alright, now we need to figure out what's going on with that one over there. It's not shut down, right? Show, let's see, show run interface FA0/0. It's not shut down over here either. Right? And router 2. He's not shut down over there. He's 10.122. He's 10.121. And it's shut down. That is rather interesting. Let me see. It is on. What is going on here? Show run interface. We already did that. Let's bounce the port, I guess. Maybe I need to stop using the hardware and just stick with Boson NetSim and those other simulators because of running into issues like this. But y'all know me. I like tinkering with hardware and doing the cabling and see, he's admin down now. Let's bring that side down. Interface FA0/0. And if that don't come up, they're both set to auto. I'm gonna switch the cable. It could have been cabling issue. No, shut that bad boy. Over here. No, shut this bad boy. And it says up down. Now he's up. And wait for it.
One eternity later.
I just came back down, so let's figure that out. Give me a second, one more time. We might have to. Let's see. Router 2. There he is right there. I do have a cable. Oh, that one just went back down. Now I see what's going on. Let me do this. Let me make sure. I see it flashing and stuff over here. This right here. Make sure that that's plugged up. I do see FA00. 2 bottom ones. I'm gonna swap cables, right? Y'all ready for this? Alright. And I see that link light over there flashing. That thing is like, if I blow on it, it kind of changes. Swap cables. Still no link light activity. This ain't looking good. Freaking hardware, man. Freaking hardware. Alright, let's take a look at that, man. I swapped cables. We got guy in the building. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to give you that right there. Swap cables, went down. The speed and duplex. What's going on with that, man? They're set to both auto. Let's see. Let me get rid of all this, man, because I don't even know why that's even on there. But I don't think that's what's causing it. I don't think that's what's causing it. Some more troubleshooting. So this video is going to be a troubleshooting video rather than static routes and static route video. Let's go to, we're in that interface right now. No speed, no duplex. Let's get rid of that guy over there too. Interface FA00. I believe I'm already in there, but we'll double check anyway. No speed, no duplex. What else we need to do here? Shut that boy. He's down. Bring him back up. He went down and came back up over here. I don't know what it is that is causing this, man. Is he back up over here now? Let's see. So IP interface brief. We're trying to bring up, for anybody that's just tuning in, this interface is going up, down. We was having that issue right over here, and where is it? Yeah, now he's back up, down too as well. So yeah, having all kind of cabling issues, and there it is right there. It's kind of finicky. I saw that. See, did it just? Yeah, I was moving the router. Let me see if I move it. If I move this cable over here. Yeah, see, yeah, that cable is finicky, man. That's the issue with that one. See, now it came back up, and if it goes back down, then but the FA0, let's see. Did it come back down on that side? See, he's up over here, right? Let's see. Show. Looked like it just came back. Show. Yeah, he went back down right over there. See? Let me do that one more time, right? Yeah, it just came back up. Yeah, this is a cabling issue. Looks like we'll have to. I'll make sure I stick with Packet Tracer and GNS3 and Eve, because we run into cabling issues like this. But it's up now. Will it stay up? That's the problem. There it is, down. All right. Let's move on from that network. That static route. Well, nah, because now we have another one that's up, down too. Jesus Christ. All right. This got to be a cabling issue right here, man. And I triple checked these routers too before I even did all of this. All right. Well, let me see here. Unbelievable. Let's see. Oops. He came back up. Let's see. Show IP brief. Now he came back down. Man, I'm about to skip this lab, man. This is killing me, man. All right. Let's see. How are we gonna recover from this one, man? You know what? We're just gonna have to let's do something from both sides net end, because I'm not gonna be sitting here troubleshooting all these cabling issues. This is killing me. Oh, let's see. And I see some link light activity on the serial cables. Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's skip this, man, because this is killing me. I'm going to let y'all, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do something from both sides net end, because I never had all these cabling issues before, like, especially with two interfaces and two routers all at the same damn time. This is just like there must be a full moon out there. Let's do something from both sides net end. I'll let y'all pick, a lab. We could do either a CCNA lab or a CCNP lab. This is obviously going to be something I'm doing on the fly here. So, and look at that, the freaking cable over there is still kind of going up and down back there, bouncing that ass. Let's see. Show IP interface. And now he want to come up. I hope. Let's see if he stay up though. And then that one is up down. That's crazy. And I checked. Now he's back down. That's crazy. Yeah, there's something wrong with that, man. I'm gonna stop fucking with that. Y'all want to do a CCNA level lab, a CCNP level lab? Y'all let me know in the chat room over there, and pick a topic that y'all want to work with. Because yeah, running all kind of issues, man. Maybe I should have done a practice run. I was just like, I had it all cabled up from a day or two ago. I believe like Sunday I had this cabled up, and then I tested them to make sure they all work, and they work, but that's crazy. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all want to do. Unless y'all want me to just pick a random lab and then we'll just do one, because at least with this, we know this is a controlled environment and we can just pick a topic and then kind of go from there. We already did, let's see, we already did all these spanning tree labs, OSPF, troubleshooting ether channel. Y'all want to do that one? Because it looks like I got a red X there. I did not complete it there. So we can, or unless y'all done with troubleshooting. Spanning tree, planning and configuring multi-area OSPF. You can do one of these in RC labs. Yeah, what I want to do, I'm tired of troubleshooting right now. Let's see what they want us to do with this troubleshooting lab. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even want to do that one. Let's see. Let's do Eigrp lab. Let's do that just for today, man. We're gonna do some MD5 authentication with that one. That's some routes, configuring Eigrp part 1, route summarization. I don't feel like doing all that. We can configure RIP with Eigrp. That looks like a lot. Y'all go ahead and pick one. Let me know. I think we'll do this Eigrp lab. This will be a simple lab because we're kind of behind over here, man. Let's do this one, man, and then we'll call it a night. That's killing me, man. Anyway, in this lab you will configure Eigrp using MD5 authentication. Basically, we have two routers that we can make them become Eigrp neighbors, right? But sometimes we might not want that to happen all willy-nilly, all freely like that, right? So we'll set up authentication so that way, in order to become an Eigrp neighbor, you got to know the password, right? So it's like you can't come into this house or you can't become a neighbor with me unless you know the password. And that's what the authentication is for. You can have, I think you can do MD5 authentication, and if I'm not mistaken, you can do clear text. I don't remember. Or it's clear text only with OSPF. Can't remember. Let's see. Some basic commands right over here. Here is how we set up the keychain and the key strings. Oh, that shit gives me a headache. Anyway, configure router Eigrp on router 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Use AS number 100 and configure Eigrp to automatically summarize network advertisements and send and receive updates on all the interfaces. Alright, so let's do that then. Did we start this lab? Didn't we load this lab? Let me pop this out. Float. Over here. Oh, by the way, the lab that we did on Packet Tracer. My boss said that I did not do it completely the way he wanted it. So I'm going to do it over again. Not all over again, but figure out how he wanted it done. So router 1, they said we need to configure Eigrp on 1, 2, and 3. Password, I believe, is probably going to be Cisco. Enable. No. SCO. It is. Let's see here. We'll go to global config mode. We say router Eigrp 100. That puts it in AS number 100. And what are the interfaces we have here that we want to put it in? We need to do it on the network addresses. Let's see how many tasks we got here. 1, 2, and 3 tasks. And then we look at the debugging output on the last task. So let's look at this routing table real quick. This addressing guide, so that way y'all can see the interfaces here. Hold on. I'm mad at that, man. I'm mad at that. I'm gonna make sure. I'm not gonna let y'all down on the next stream. I'll make sure I completely test that equipment. I don't know why them cables, man. That's killing me, man. Damn, 141 episodes deep. I ain't never had that issue. That's crazy. Double check that. Resize. Put that at 200%. Bloop. All right. So we need to set up Eigrp on router 1s. Bloop. Bring that up. So this interface here and that interface there. There's the network address. 160.10.1.0/24. So we need a network address for this interface and that interface. So we'll do that. 160.10.1.0. So network, right? 160.10.1.0. 1.0, and then I believe it's the wildcard mask, so it's 000.255, and the other network is 175.10.1.0 network. So we need another network, 175.10.1.0, 75.10.1.0. That is also /24 subnet mask dot 255. Okay. What is the next step? So we got to do it on all 4 routers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So where those guys at? Where's those guys at? Those guys at? Let me close this one over here. That's killing me, man. I'm mad at that. I'm really mad at that. Let's go to router 2 and do the same thing, and then router 3, and then router 4. But we have these network addresses between router 3 and 4, right? So let's go to router 2 real quick. Where is he at? He's right over here. Right? We'll go to enable mode. Password is probably Cisco. We'll go to global config mode. He said router Eigrp number 100. It's the AS number. Network address is 160.10.1.0. Right, so 160.10.1.0. Subnet mask of 000.255. Network address of the other one is 175.10.1.0. 17. See, notice we have an adjacency there, right? So we have an adjacency between these guys right over here. So they became the Eigrp neighbors. Now we got to do the same thing on this side, and they should become neighbors, right? So 175 dot, oops, come on, man, network 175.5.10.1 dot, what is it? .0 /255, but the wildcard mask is a reverse of that, right? .0.255. I appreciate all you guys that stuck around with me, because I'll tell y'all in a little bit, but I appreciate you guys for sticking around. These two should become neighbors now, right? Let's see. We should get another Eigrp adjacency there. 175.10.1.0, right? Yeah, 175.10.1.0. I don't see them becoming neighbors just yet. 175.10.1.0. Let me make sure that's correct. Yeah, 175.10.1.0. So we have a neighbor adjacency over here. Don't have one over here just yet. Let's triple check our work. 175.10.1.0. We go to router 1, and he is, yeah, 175.10.1.0. So I don't see why they not neighbors just yet. That's rather interesting. Oh, they probably already neighbors. They just you don't need another adjacency. Let's see. Let's triple check that. Let's see. Oh, that's why. Duh. That's a different router. So I don't need this network address on that router. Y'all see that? So I can remove that 175 off of router 2. So let's go to router 2. Y'all see what happened there? I tried to put this network address. He don't know about it. He don't know about the 175 network. That 175 network is on router 3. So now I got to go to router 3 and put that. Router 3 is over here. My daughter's over there watching CISC. Oh, is the password? Go to global config mode. We say router Eigrp 100. Network address is 175.10.1.0. 175 dot, oops, 175.10.1.0. Oh, I forgot to put the network mask, which is 000.255. Right? And there's the adjacency right there. So now these two guys became neighbors, right? That first one made these two neighbors. That next one made these two neighbors. Now we need to put one more between these two guys. So router 3 also needs a network statement for 180 network, right? Y'all see that? Router 3. So network, what is that? 180.10.10. 180.10.1.0. 000.0.255. I'm so pissed off at that hardware, man. I'm mad at that. Y'all know I'm always a big proponent on using hardware for these labs and stuff like that, but the shit want to go fail on me, man. That really pisses me off, man. Especially midstream, man. So we go to router 4 and put that network statement, or put him into, what am I doing? CISCO. I'm just so like pissed, man. Router Eigrp 100. Put another network address for this guy so that way these two become neighbors, right? What is that? The 180.10.10 network. 180.10.1.0 network. Subnet mask of 000.255. Let's see. We should have became neighbors with that network statement, shouldn't we? Yeah, there it is right there. We just got an adjacency. So that's a good sign. We can check our work with what? Show IP, Eigrp neighbors. And we'll see from router 4's vantage point, he has one neighbor, right? He says, I have a neighbor. Who is it? It's this guy right over here. And he speaks in Eigrp. Oh, look at that. The Little Mermaid. You guys want to take a look at that? It's the Little Mermaid. My daughter just made that. That is Little Mermaid, right? Isn't that pretty cool, y'all? I like that. That's nice. The movie's finished? Oh. You want me to go down and put something else? Okay. All right, give me a second, all right? Y'all might have to give me a second. I'm gonna play some, maybe some Encanto or something for y'all. Let me move on to the next task, and I'm gonna go downstairs real quick. Put on something else for her. Display the routing protocols that are running on router 4. What is the maximum router hop count with Eigrp? How do we do that? The routing protocols you can run. Y'all know one of my favorite commands. Show IP protocols, right? And this says the maximum hop count they want to know. Where is that at? It's right up here. Maximum hop count 100. What else do they want to know? The dynamic routing protocols. That's pretty much it. Once you do show IP protocols, it tells you what it's running. Right now, we're just running Eigrp 100. And then they wanted to know the answer for that. The maximum hop count. These are the default K values, right? There's 5 of them. 1 and 3 is always, K1 and K3 is usually 1, right? What else we got going on here? Let me get this going. Next task is display. Actually, on router 1, display router 1's Eigrp neighbors. Well, let me show y'all real quick. So we go to router 1. Where's router 1? Router 1's right over here. And if we look at that map, theoretically he should have this neighbor and this neighbor. So he should have 2 neighbors, right? Just by looking at that, right? This is from router 1's vantage point. He has that neighbor and that guy's a neighbor. So we go to router 1 and check. Show IP Eigrp neighbors, and there it is right there. He has a 160 neighbor, right, which is sitting over there. And then he has that 175 neighbor, the one who sits in his 175 network. So yes, we do have 2 neighbors there. On router 1, display statistics for Eigrp packet types sent and received. I believe there are 5 packet types. They are the update packet, the right? Is there 4 or 5? I did a whole video on this too, about maybe 3 years ago. There's the update packet that I can remember. What else is there? That's the only one I can remember right now. I don't know. We'll do a show. He said on router 1, right? Yeah, show IP Eigrp packet, right? Is it? No. What is it? Traffic, I believe it is. Traffic. There they are, right there. So those are the packet types. Hellos, updates, queries, and replies. So I was right about, 5. Yeah, so I was right about that. There's 5 packet types. Hellos, updates, queries, and replies. What was the question? Display the ones that are sent and received. So yeah, that's pretty much all of them. How many hellos we sent? We sent 192. We received 136. Remember, he says hello every 4 seconds? No, every 10 seconds. I can't remember. What are the default timers? He says hello every 4 seconds, I believe. No, every 10 seconds. And he considers his neighbor dead 4 times the hello, right? Which is 40 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. How could we see the default timers? I believe you just do show IP Eigrp like that. No, show IP Eigrp interfaces. How can we see? No, I can't remember how to check the default timers. I can't remember, but I believe it's 4 and 10. Those are the default timers. He says hello every 4 seconds, and then he considers his dead 4 times the hello, which is 40 seconds. That's how you check in with the neighbor. Dave W said, that's awesome. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Man, I appreciate you guys for sticking around, though, man. Even though my hardware over there fucking up and shit. For you guys, y'all some day ones, man. Y'all some real ones for sticking with me with this stream here. On router 1, display the Eigrp topology database. What does the Eigrp topology database contain? Off the top of my head, I remember it contains the feasible distance, which is basically like the best route to get somewhere, to get to a specific network. And it also gives you the metrics for your Eigrp routes. So we do a show IP, Eigrp, what was the command they said they wanted us to do? Topology. And there it is right there. FD stands for feasible distance. And successor, my bad. So successor is the best route. So you have one successor for this network right here. That means we have one route. There's only one way into the 160 network anyway, right? There was just one way. So we have the best route, which is there. And then FD is kind of like the backup route, but it's the feasible distance. Or actually, it's the metric. The metric for that route. So it's kind of like almost like mileage. That's how I like to call it. How far it is to the best route. What else do they want us to do here? We looked at the topology database. On router 4, display the routing table. What is the administrative distance for Eigrp? Well, we know by default it's what, 90, right? So let's go to the router 4. And they said, look at the routing table, show IP, ship IP. Eigrp, show IP routes. And we'll see all the Eigrp routes are indicated by these Ds here, right? And this is the AD, or administrative distance. By default, Eigrp is 90. This right here would be the metric. So that was pretty much it right there. From router 4, ping router 1. So they want us to, from this guy, ping router 1, which means he's going to go that way, like that, to ping that guy, right? So let's do that. We'll ping this interface right over here, 000 interface, which is, let's go to router 1 and check. I'm not sure. Show IP interface brief. The 000 is the 175.10 1.1. 175.10.11. So we'll ping that. Ping 175.10.1.1. And we got a reply. That's a good sign. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button too. And subscribe to your boy. What is the next task they want to do? These pings should succeed if Eigrp is configured correctly on all routers. So we're good there. In this task, or task 2, we're going to do some authentication here. Configure Eigrp MD5 authentication between router 3 and router 4. So they want us to set up authentication between router 3 and router 4. Right now they're Eigrp neighbors, but it's probably going to drop once we put in authentication on one guy right over here. I guess that's a lock or just a bad looking Hermes bag, right? On router 4, create a keychain that can be used for Eigrp authentication. Use the keychain of CCNA-chain, a key of 1, and a string of boson. Now I forgot how to do keychains. I forgot how to do those, but let's try it anyway. Let's see if I remember. We'll go to global config mode. We'll say, I think we got to go to still got her movie playing over there, but hopefully she knows how to get out of that part. Router, EIGRP. Do you gotta go to the routing process? I can't remember. I gotta remind me. Or do you go to the interface to do it? Authentication like that? No, that's not how you do it. Oh, they also said we needed to do auto summary, right? Automatically summarize networks. So I gotta make sure I do that anyway. Auto summary there. So it's down. It's gonna come back up. Let's make sure we do that on all of them, so that way we get graded correctly. Router, EIGRP 100, auto summary. That's gonna go down. Do the same thing on this guy. Auto summary, and then also, did we do router 2? I hope we did router 2. Let's see. I don't remember if we did this guy or not. I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah. Auto summary. That's down. It's gonna come back up. Excuse me.
Hello there.
Let's. I ain't got no 2 chains. God bless you. How do we do authentication again? Do you got to go to the interface and do that? I can't remember. Y'all got to remind me. Let's see. How do you do that? Is it? Yeah, I think you got to go to the interface and do that. Let me see. We got to go to this interface right over here, 000. If that's the case, the interface 0/0. We say EIGRP, no. Authentication, no. IP EIGRP, no. EIGRP, I can't even remember. Anybody remember how to do authentication? Authentication on the interface. I can't even remember. I believe you got to go to the routing process then. Let's see. EIGRP 100, and then let's see if I remember. EIG specific command. So I believe it's that. Nope, that ain't it either. I forgot how to do that, man. Let's see. And if we don't remember, we can always go. First, you got to create the keychain. That's what it is. Okay, and that's what they said too. Use a keychain of CCNA chain, a key of 1, and a key string of boson. So let's go back into regular global config mode, keychain, and then the name they said was to use CCNA -chain, and then that puts you in keychain mode or keychain configuration mode. They said use a key of 1, so key 1, and once you're done with that, now you're in keychain key configuration mode, and then use a key string of boson. So let's see, key string, and then the string in this case is boson or lowercase. Cashapp 89 in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. He said, well, hey, what you studying for, or just lab practice? I want to say just lab practice, but I've been a lifelong CCNP learner. So I took the switch exam a couple years back. I took the route exam a couple years back. And then it was too late for me to take T-Shoot. They changed up their whole, Cisco changed up their whole curriculum and stuff like that. So I have to take one more exam before I get to CCNP. So it's pretty much just practice for me on my end. Got Dan J in the building. He said keychain is from global config. Yep, just like I just did. Yep. And then I think it's from interface IP authentication. Yes, that's what it was. Dave W said periodic port control. What you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that, Dave. But that is how we do it. We got to do the keychain first, and then the key, and then the key string, and then like Dan said, you go to the interface and then it's IP authentication. So I guess, let me see before I even do all of that, let me just follow the steps one by one. Now that the keychain has been created, enable EIG authentication on router 4. Use the new keychain. Note that the EIGRP neighbor relationship between router 3 and 4 is lost. So yeah, once we put in the keychain on this side right over here, which looks like a bad Hermes bag, it's going to break this EIGRP relationship because only one of them has the password. And then I'm probably going to put the password on this side as well. And then the relationship should come back up, right? So we've done this before a couple times on my channel. We just got to kind of keep doing it to, repetition is the key to mastery. Y'all know I always say that, right? So I believe you go to the interface like Dan J said, right? Serial 0/0. And is it IP authentication? That's what it was. Yep. I don't know how come I ain't do that. Didn't I do that last time? Or did I just do authentication? I remember putting the IP keyword, didn't I? No. Yeah, I did IP. Oh, but then I did Eigrp. That's what it was. If I'd have just done IP and then question mark, I would have seen it. So yeah, IP authentication, and then keychain, Eigrp, 100, and then the name of the keychain was CCNA -chain, and then press enter, and that should break down the neighbor relationship, and there it is right there. Well, no, hold up. What did I just do here? CCNA chain? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, but we got an adjacency still. That was weird. Let me see. Keychain changed. No, that ain't right. That ain't right. Let me make sure I do that. That I did that right. CCNA -chain, and then what I do on this side. The key string is boson. But I saw that mode. I forgot what that is. Let me make sure I did that. I did that right. Let me make sure I did that right. Let me get rid of this. IP authentication mode Eigrp 100 MD5. No, they ain't asked us to do all of that just yet. Let's see. IP authentication. Yep. Mode, and then the AS number, and then MD5. Yes. Okay. I think that's what I had to have done too. So we had to do both, I believe. I just can't remember. I haven't done the freaking keychain shit in a while. So authentication mode is changed. So now that brought down that relationship, right? And then I think you also got to put in this right here. Bloop. Oops. I put no. Where's that chain at? Let me get rid of that. No. Bloop. And then what they have us do. And then on router 3, create a keychain. So pretty much the same thing, but do the other side, just like I said. So, and notice goodbye received. That's why I brought down the relationship, like I was saying, over here. So it took down the relationship over there. So now we go to router 3, and what was it again? We got to go to global config mode, and it is keychain chain. The keychain name, they said the name was CCNA -chain. That puts you in keychain configuration mode, and then the key ID was what, 1. That puts you in keychain key configuration mode, and then from here you do the key string, which was what, boson, all lowercase, boson, like that. Press enter, and then we get out of this, and now that the keychain has been created, enable Eigrp authentication on router 3. So now we do the same thing we did on the other side, right? IP, no, we got to go to the interface and do it. So in this case, what was his interface? We go to that guy. This interface right here is serial 01. Remember, last time we did it on this side. Now we're doing authentication on that side, serial 01. So interface serial 0/1. Yeah, I just did it. IP, Eigrp, no, authentication mode, Eigrp 100, and ain't no shame in my game. I'll question mark through that motherfucker. And press enter right there. That does MD5 encryption. Now we do the IP authentication. What is it? Eigrp or keychain, whatever. Keychain, Eigrp 100. The name of the keychain is CCNA-chain, right? Because what is it? What was boson? That's the key string. Press enter. That should bring it back up. Wait for it. There it is. It came back up right there. So now we've reestablished this EIGRP relationship between those two routers. So that's a good sign. From router 3, ping router 4's 000 interface. So now what we're gonna do is just triple check. They're directly connected anyway, but we just brought up that relationship. So now they just want us to ping that over here to make sure it worked. But we saw that syslog message let us know it's working. 000 is router 4. What are you? Show IP interface brief. It is 000 is 180.10.1.2. So we're gonna ping that guy. Ping 180.10.1.2. Get on our knees, pray your network gods. And we immediately got a reply. That's a good sign. Task 3 was define a task. Examine EIGRP debugging output. Review debugging output that can help you troubleshoot EIGRP issues. Basically, it's like looking at the logs. That's all it is. And debugging, you just kind of just spit out these, if anything's wrong, you just kind of like look through the logs. That's what that is. Router 4, display EIGRP neighbors discovered by EIGRP. So we go to router 4. We already know that we only got one neighbor, right? He live in a lonely ass neighborhood. And there it is right there. He has one neighbor. How can we verify that? We just did it earlier with show IP EIGRP. Oops. Show IP EIGRP neighbors. And here he is. He's got one neighbor. What does they want to know? Disable the 000 interface.
Bruh.
Review the EIGRP debugging output. First of all, let's turn it on, right? I think it is. I have to think about how to do this. How do you turn on debugging for that? I believe it is debug or IP debug. I can't remember. Debug EIGRP packets. I believe it is. Yep. That will turn on EIGRP packet debugging, and just like it says right there, EIGRP packets. And now we're going to see. Remember I said about the hello messages, right? He sends hello messages every 10 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting too slow. But either way, right there, receive the hello. We're sending a hello. So we're going to keep seeing these messages, right? Now that we turned it on, let's disable the 000 interface on router 4, right? So we're going to disable that interface right over here. Bloop. And watch what happens. It's just going to start spitting out a shitload of messages at us. But we'll check it out anyway, right? Interface. Let's go to global config mode before we do that.
You stupid.
Interface serial 0/0. Shut that bad boy down, and we'll see. Wait for it. Wait for it. We should have seen a bunch of messages there. What's going on here?
Bruh.
It was 000, wasn't it? Okay. We said to turn it on. Okay, so we're not sending and receiving hello messages. That's probably why. I would have thought, we would have had to turn on debugging on router 3 to see all of that. But we did see this syslog message. Let's see. Let's turn on debugging on the other side. IP. No. Yeah. Packets. Debug EIGRP. Come on, man. Let's just turn it on, right? I'll type debug EIGRP packets. Now that it's on, wait for it. There they go, right there. We're sending hello. We're receiving hello on the other side, though. So we're sending hellos this way. We're sending hellos this way, but we're not getting any back. We're getting some back from this guy. That's why you're still seeing sending and receiving. See? Received hello from the 175 network. Where's that at? Right over here. We're not receiving any on the 180 network. We should be, but we were probably sending some. Let's see. Sending hello on 000. So we're sending it, but we're not receiving any on that interface. Let's see. Where is it? No, that's not 000. What is that? That's 001. So let's see. 001. Yep, we're not even seeing, or we're not sending or receiving on that interface there, which is quite odd. Anyway, that's probably why they want us to look at that. K80 Sharp 89 said, "Dope. I'm studying for CCNA right now." That's what's up, man. I got a bunch of tutorials on my channel for CCNA videos. I've been getting a lot of requests for. I pretty much created a playlist. You know the CCNA exam, right? They have the blueprint for the exam for topics that you want to study. I pretty much did a video for the first, I want to say maybe the first third of those bullet points. Video for each topic, and I have yet to finish that playlist. But if you spread the word, you know, let everybody know about it, and I get more subscribers, I'll continue. I've been getting messages and DMs about continuing that series, but it's just more fun to me to do these live streams. So, but yeah, good luck on that exam, and appreciate you for tuning in. Just watch a couple of those videos, man. They're really helpful, and I'm not just saying that just because I recorded them, but sometimes I go back and reference them too. So, what else they wanted us to do? Enable the 000 interface. And then look at the debugging again. So let's re-enable it. Shut that bad boy. Go to router 3 and take a look at what's going on here. And notice we're sending an update. We're sending receive. We received a hello. We got an update packet. We got a packet with MD5 authentication received. See all of this stuff there? So that's pretty cool. I just be forgetting how to turn on authentication. And I think that's pretty much it with the lab. What can you determine from the Eigrp neighbors debugging output? We're seeing, we're getting all of those 5 packet types, right? Hello, update. What's the other ones? The hello, the update, the acknowledged one. How can we see them again? I think it was show IP, Eigrp, track statistics or something like that, right? Let's turn this off, first of all. All, right? That's undebug all, right? That's short for undebug all. So that turns off all debugging, not just Eigrp, because you got all kind of debugging outputs that you can do, right? So you just debug. You can debug OSPF. You can debug. This is short. This ain't a real software. So there should be more debugging output you can do. But anyway, what I want to see, the 5 packet types. Hello, update, I believe received. Let's see, show IP, Eigrp, traffic. There they go right there. Queries and replies. There's hello, update, queries, replies, and acknowledgments. SIA, I believe, is stuck inactive, which is this phenomenon that occurs when a Eigrp neighbor goes down, right? And he's still trying to look for that Eigrp neighbor, but he's not getting the receive, like the updates from him, and he just stays inactive, actively looking for an Eigrp neighbor, and that's what SIA stands for. It doesn't really happen very often. It's like there's ways that they circumvented that with the software and stuff, but that's something that you want to kind of know about as well. I think that's pretty much it with this lab. Y'all hit me with that like button. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me because my hardware was fucking up, and I was definitely prepared. I promise y'all, man. I promise y'all. This stuff was cabled up. I tested it and it worked and stuff like that. I just didn't go through the lab and do a practice run. I just need to make sure I fully do a 100% practice run before I start messing with it. But y'all, it's very rarely that it happens where the serial cable is finicky like that and the fast interface is not working. I don't know what the hell happened with that, man. But I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. We can push Control G to see what we're missing. And it says here, we're missing one more command. So it looks like we got a bunch of X's here. Let's see what we're missing here. I think the no auto summary. I didn't do it on all the routers. Let's see. Router 1 says, oh, I added some extra stuff. They just wanted the network statement without the subnet mask. That's what I did wrong there. That's what they wanted. Probably the same thing on that. They didn't like none of my network statements, even though it still brought up the Eigrp neighbors. Y'all see that? So they didn't like none of my network statements. That's all it was. The auto summary was in there. I thought I missed it on one of them. Nope, I didn't. Apparently I didn't. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If y'all want, let's fix that though, because they wanted what they want. They just wanted .0 network. That, man, come on, man. Yeah, this shit, man. Whatever. They wanted exactly how they wanted, even though I made it work. So let's do that, and then we'll call it a night. Just for the sake of completion. Now, you know what? I'm going to leave it as is. So that way I can go back and do it over again. Anyway, y'all hit me with that like button on your way out.
Bye. Have a great time.
Y'all hit that subscribe button. Join the Discord server. There's a link at the top of the chat over there. And that's where I'll give you updates on what time I'll stream. And yeah, man, that's how I found you. Okay, appreciate that, man. I'm gonna continue with that. I've been getting a lot of requests about continuing those tutorials. It's just like I said, it's been more fun for me to do these live streams. But I'll continue those tutorials. What else was I gonna say? Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at NetworkBruh. Subscribe to your boy. Hit the like button on your way out. For now.